Hey, you guys, long time no see. Happy Wednesday. I don't know why I always want to start with the date, but today is August 29th, 2018. And I just wanted to update you guys on what is going on. First and foremost, just for peace of mind, guys, hopefully I know how to censor out the details that I don't want you to see. But this is a receipt. I ordered my iPhone yesterday, and I just wanted to kind of give you a brief story. I'm right here at the gym. I'm getting ready to do my fasted cardio, 45 minutes. Thank you, coach. By the way, I got a contest prep coach, and he's helping me for these last 30 or so days get ready for my show, which I'm highly anticipating. It's looking good right now. Yeah, I don't want to say too much. I'm really excited, just taking it day by day. But back to the topic at hand. So basically, I lost my phone about 3 weeks or so ago, and I was actually filming a vegan pizza recipe, and I was also explaining some of the reasons why I went vegan. I had my phone set up in a certain area right by the sink, and for whatever reason, my phone decided to take a swim on the tripod. So I pulled it out. It worked for about 5 to 10 minutes. I actually finished the video I was filming, and after that it just went totally black. So I knew from that point on, I knew, just because I was connected with Source at the time, and I'll explain what that means in maybe another video. I knew at that time that everything was going to be okay. You know, it was just another step towards the direction I needed to walk into. Although it seemed like it was a little weird that my phone breaking would be a step forward, I can tell you today that it has been. So a week or so had passed. My client actually had an extra spare phone. It wasn't an iPhone, it was an HTC phone. I think it came out like 2011, 2012. So I was like, oh, cool. So she gave me that for free, and I was like, wow, no way. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna definitely give you a free workout session, like, for sure. I love that, thank you so much. So I have this phone, and I go to one of the Sprint stores that's around here local in Folsom, California, and I waited for a while. The couple in front of us, the people that I was waiting with, were like, you know, just really heckling this guy. The store had just opened, and finally he gets to me, and he looks at my phone, and he looks at and sees if I have insurance. And I don't want to get into those details, but I'll save that for another time. I got to make sure I can say what I'm about to say. So long story short, he looks and sees if I have insurance. He's like, ah. I'm like, ah. Because yeah, I'll explain that later. I don't want to get into too many details, because I got to keep everyone safe. So I'm like, ah. He's like, ah. He's like, you know what? Take your phone to the repair store down. It's about 15 miles away from here. There's another store that has a repair tech center. And I was like, yeah, I took it to a third party. They weren't able to do anything. He's like, you know what? You never know. I took that and I ran with it. I was like, you know what? You're right. You never do know. So I took that phone. I took myself, got in the car. I went all the way down Greenback. And again, remember, I'm on my iPad right now, so there's no connection. I'm connected to, or I get connected to Wi-Fi. That's the only time I can communicate with people. Excuse me. So I get down to the store, and I talk to one of the representatives, and same thing kind of happened. He's like, ah, you got insurance? I was like, ah. He's like, ah. And so he's like, you know what? Talk to the tech guy. So I talked to the tech. He's looking at it. Ah. He goes, you got insurance? The third question. I was like, ah. He's like, ah. So he looks, and he's like, you know what? Let me see what I can do. And when you get that statement, you know you're in the right place, okay? So he's like, okay. He gave me direction to do some things. I did some things. The things turned out to work out. So, you know, calling corporate and, you know, finagling my way in from his direction. He told me to do this. First thought that came into my mind when my phone fell in the water. But this is coming from the Sprint tech guy. So he told me to do some things. I did some things. They ended up working out. But one out of the two things worked out. I was basically supposed to have a certain kind of coverage. I had one out of the two coverages I was supposed to have. he got on the phone, went out of his way for about a week talking to Apple, and got the coverage that I needed to have. Thus, this is the difference. So without coverage, if you go to the Apple store, your phone's gonna cost $580, okay? So I got on the phone, he was like, hello? I was like, yep, phone. He's like, $580. I was like, okay, great price. So I went to Sprint. Then with the Sprint coverage, it's $375 to get your phone replaced. So I was like, okay, getting better. It's getting better. He's like, but if you have this with it, it's $99. So basically, shout out to the guy, the Sprint tech. I should be getting my phone today or tomorrow. I'm gonna take care of him for sure, because that I love when people go out of the way for something that isn't even for them to help someone else. I just love that. I love it. I love it. So yeah, so anyway, so I should be getting the phone today. Long story short, we got everything taken care of. He totally helped me out, and we went from paying $580, or went from about to pay $580 to $375 to $99.99, not $9,999, $99. So long story short, guys, it took about 2.5, 3 weeks for this process to happen, but I wasn't in a rush. To be honest with you, I've kind of liked the luxury of not having a phone, just because I don't have a lot of distractions. You know, social media is a big distraction these days. People sometimes can be a big distraction these days, so it's been nice to just kind of disconnect from the world throughout my days and just kind of just focus on oneness. And yeah, guys, that's my story, short and sweet. So as far as law of attraction, totally had everything to do with it. I know from the get-go, like I said at the beginning of this video, I made sure my mindset was sharp and tight. It's a materialistic thing. And the way the universe works is everything is yours before you even ask for it, okay? You just wanting or liking something is already saying that you are asking for it. So in conclusion, you know, at the end of the day, if something's going on in your life, whether it's, you know, positive or the opposite of positive, then don't just look over it. You know, just kind of take it as a next step to connecting to your higher self. Because if we look at altercations, whether they be challenging or whether they be you know, easy, I think that there's a lesson to be learned in whatever you're going through. So I say all this to say, guys, just keep believing in whatever you're doing, whatever process you're going through, because it is going to connect you and enlighten you to a higher process. So thanks for listening, guys. I'm going to be back onto the videos. I don't know why, I just really liked my phone. I don't need to really explain. I just liked it, so I'm gonna go with it. So anyways, as soon as I get that phone, we're going back at it, and I'm so excited, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. We have a lot of announcement, guys. We have a lot of announcements. Not a lot. I don't want to pull your guys' arm, but we got a couple big things that I think you guys would be interested in hearing. A lot of growth's been happening ever since really I started this YouTube channel. So once again, I thank you guys. Subscribe, thumbs up, comment, share it. We're gonna blow up just because we're gonna show the world that it's okay to be yourself, and that's the only way you can be free. Thanks for watching.